How is it possible that someone that had a bright future ahead of her, had so much plans, had all going for her, just went missing without a trace? Hi and welcome again to Links 7 TV. Let's talk. And we're about to uncover what really happened to the 25-year-old Jamaican nurse, Karen Baker, who just vanished without a trace. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for Links 7 TV. Let's talk. Having a loving and caring family is such a wonderful feeling, especially when you have excelled in your career and also made them proud. And in doing this, you try to do as best as you can in order to continue their legacy and to continue their name and uphold the family values. And when such things such as these happens, it really needs to be addressed, and people really need to take the time out just to remember what transpired. The story I want to talk about is the story of Karen Baker, a Jamaican practical nurse who disappeared from her apartment on Ora Drive in Cayman Islands on Saturday, July 30, 2011. And the families of her are still asking questions as her body has not been found and there is still no closure to what happened to her. Beautiful, loving and smart, those are just some of the kind words edged on the lips of families and friends as they try to remember her warm spirit and the love that she had for her family. The 25-year-old went missing on July 30, 2011. Her motor car was found at a later date at an abandoned playground in the country. She has not been seen, and her family is still open to questions as to what happened and want answers relating to this case. Earlier in the day, on Saturday, July 30, she had made a purchase at the airport of a local supermarket, and that grocery was taken home to her home as that groceries were found by investigating authorities. Her handbag was found. The groceries that she purchased was also found at her home, and also her shoes, which was tossed about, was also found. As I said before, her motor car was found a day later, and what transpired with her still puzzles many, and it's just a sad and unfortunate situation once more. Such a beautiful and promising female. So this individual was said to be living a good life. She had her family support and she had so much thing going for her. She was a past student of the Oscott High School in Portmore, St. Catherine, and left Jamaica 3 years prior to this happening to her. She took up a good job and was certified within no time as a registered nurse at a premier medical facility on that island. So where her motor car was found, CCTV footage was analyzed of that area. However, authorities were only able to saw one male, a lone male, walking through that area at the time that she would have gone missing. However, the security footage was not that clear and authorities are still unable to identify that individual that was seen walking in that area where the car was found. The CCTV footage, I am told, was analyzed for a number of hours, and that was the only person that authorities saw passing through that area at that specific time. So we are not sure whether or not this individual was the one responsible or whether or not he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, he's still at large and authorities are trying their best to analyze the footage over the past few years to see how well they can try to put it together in order to solve this one. So as uncertainty looms within the air, as they hope for the answer they are looking for will one day forthcoming, it's a situation that is revealing and a situation that is unforgettable for them at this time, as they try to cope for the 9 years, and 9 years of pain, and 9 years of no answers with so many questions. There are still puzzles and puzzles that needs to be fit together as the authorities work throughout night and day for the 9 years. They still have not gotten the clue that they are looking for or that breakthrough in order to solve this one. It's a difficult one and a challenging time for her friends and her families. As we approach the 11th year anniversary since her disappearance, it's still a case that is still puzzling to the authorities. It's one of those situations that we really hope that one day nature can take its course and that the authorities can one day put the pieces of this puzzle together and just try to find something that can lead them to put a closure to this. But as they go through this time and as they approach the 9-year anniversary, we're just hoping that one day the truth can be told of what really transpired with this beautiful and promising young female, 25 years old, Karen Baker. She would be much older right now. She would be over 30 years old now. And it's a case that remains unsolved in the Cayman Islands, and one that is still fresh on the minds of many. The investigators are wondering what could have happened to her, and during the time of her disappearance, a number of volunteers came out and searched immensely throughout the area in which she lived or that community that she resides in. What is so strange about the whole situation was that she was on her phone up until 7:45 p.m. on Saturday night, and that would have been the night she went missing. No one knows what happened to her, and the situation still puzzles authorities, and it's just one of those sad situations that we really need to just update you, the public, on. And this situation still remains an open one, as the friends and families of her still await answers. And right now we know that the family has feared for the worst, as they don't believe that she's alive anymore, and authorities, I believe, have given up on finding what really transpired in this case. But I just want to use my medium and this platform right now just to implore females out there as well. You just have to be extremely careful. It don't matter where you are in the world, because certain situation comes at times and you don't know really what happened here in this one. However, if you are living alone and so forth, you just need to take necessary precautionary measures and make sure that no one is not following you, or just try to get someone to just assist you at times whenever you are going to do certain businesses, or just in general. You have to just take that precautionary measure based on what is going on in our world right now. We are living in a difficult and violent time where criminal activities is spiraling out of control, not only locally, but it's an international problem, and we really need to just take the necessary measures in order to protect our lives right now, because we see what's going on, and it's not a isolated incident. Such situations such as these happen from time to time, where people just disappear and years pass and no trace. However, still hoping that one day the authorities can put a closure to this, and it's just a sad and unfortunate situation. I must say, she was such a beautiful and nice looking female. She had so much plans for herself and her family, and the families are left now to just grip with this reality that she may no longer be with us. This has been Links of Love 7 TV report on the missing person, Jamaican born Karen Baker. We're out for now. Links of Love 7 TV. Please remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel for more.